I never thought it would happen to me.
I never thought it would happen to me.
I never thought it would happen to me.
I never thought it would happen to us.
I never thought it could happen to her.
I never thought it would happen to me.
You know, when we get these phone calls, it's something that you never, ever think would happen to you.
Hi, my name's Katrina, and I'm a melanoma survivor. I was diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma when I was 26 years old. Hearing the words, "you have cancer," is like a slap in the face. All through high school and college, I spent my summers at the pool. 10 to 3, that was my job. Had to have that tan. Looking back now, if I had known how deadly melanoma is, I would have wore sunscreen every day.
My regular doctor found my mole years before I had it taken off. Nobody would take it off. They said there was nothing wrong with it. And I went to dermatologists and other doctors. And when I found my regular doctor years later, he yelled at me and told me I should have had that off by now. He sent me to a general surgeon who also told me that it was nothing to worry about. He'd take it off anyway. When they did, the results came back, it was melanoma. I had drainage tubes and a home nurse to take care of me during that time. A lot of Vicodin, and I had just become pretty active at that time. And that kind of laid me out for a couple months, and I gained weight, and it wasn't fun.
My name is April Belbach. My husband Jeffrey is a melanoma survivor. I'll never forget when I got the phone call. I was driving, and Jeff called me, and he said, "What are you doing right now? I need to tell you something." It was like this shock, and your whole world just kind of ends. You know, he was at his doctor, but we weren't sure what was happening. And so, do I go to him? I had a kid in the back seat who was very young at the time. It's, as a mom, as a wife, you're not sure what to deal with. We're lucky because we have a lot of family support as well. So, you take the kid to deal with the kid, and we've been lucky through this whole experience. But with melanoma, you're just in this constant state of worry. Every 6 months, every year, you deal with that situation, right? And you kind of figure out and go to the doctor and wonder every single time.
3 days before I turned 25 years old, I found out that I was diagnosed with melanoma. When you start Googling what is melanoma, you'll pretty much read on every website that melanoma is the most deadly form of skin cancer. I was 25 years old battling cancer, and that's the last thing that I ever thought I would be dealing with in my 20s. Growing up, I went to the beach every year with my family. My family didn't realize how dangerous the sun could be. Everyone was looking to get a good tan over the summer. In college and in my early 20s, I started using tanning beds on a frequent basis, about 2 times per week, and I just thought it was my little bad habit. I didn't think that I could ever get skin cancer at such a young age. After I was diagnosed, I stopped going tanning. I never had another sunburn, but my melanoma did come back in a different spot 4 years later. The damage that I did to my skin in my teens and my early 20s was enough that the melanoma came back for a second time when I was just 28 years old.
You never think it'll happen to you. You never think you'll be the one.